Overtime. Yes, when on the pass card, he had an opportunity to take both, I never take it. Then they look like he rocked a little bit. I'm in last minute, right? Bak paliw pada side dia. Bak. Si man bak deh. Hả? Ano na siya? Hold your head. Good? Alright. Huh? Alright. Yeah. You make that bit look small. Yeah. Okay, kali ini.
Mana lagi kan saya?
Iya. Đâu bà đây bãi good check.
Test 1 2 3 test 1 2 3 1 2 3. Let me know if you can hear me. Test 1 2 3. All right. Shoot. All right. Alright. Ready to go, ready to go, ready to go, ready to go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, test, test, test. Alright, yes, man. Let me know. Yes, yes. More, come more. Alright. Let me know when, let me know when. Yes, sir. We're live on the end. Live. Test 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know so it's live. 1, 2, 3. If the audio good, somebody give me a thumbs up. You know, can hear me clear?
Test 1.
Test 1, 2, 3. Yes, twist. I want to wipe my face, man. Get my toes. Get it from this side. Oh, we can start with all that, man. Yes. Hold on, yeah. Wait. Gabi, rewind this time for me. Please, sorry, we have to start over now. So wind over now. See you. Yeah. Bring announcer. It's not too bad like before, right? It's not that hot. I don't feel that hot like I felt before in Orange Rock Sports, yeah. Not as hot as it's usually AC everywhere, right? When you know, I'm in love with AC, so when you know about AC, it's rough, right? Your body's already used to it.
Test.
David Fanning and Miguel Castro from Profc. He changed 3 opponents. I was at my phone, that's why. Listen to what it go on by DJ Gabi. Bay City Corozal. We are live here for Profc 13, Paris versus Rubio, and I can't wait for tonight. It's the biggest fight ever in Belize's history between the two undefeated, Javon Rubio versus the champ, Jalen Paris, who wants to become champ tonight. And with me, my partner as always, Mr. Professor Chris Bonfoco. And tonight, from Professor Bonfoco, we have a special guest all the way from Houston, Texas, professional MMA heavyweight fighter, Miles Banks. How are you guys feeling tonight?
Feeling great. Miles here is casting a nice shadow over us so that our heads don't shine too much tonight. We're gonna have a good time. There's a great show tonight. We got a lot of fighters from Mexico. It's an international bout. There's a women's bout tonight with a young lady from Guatemala and one from Mexico. So it's gonna be an explosive night.
Yes, Miles, what are you looking forward to tonight? Which fight are you looking forward most tonight?
I'm looking forward to that main event between Jalen, and I'm also looking forward to Thomas's fight as well too. It's my first time here in Belize, so I'm really looking forward to experiencing this, seeing the growth of the sport in this country.
That's right, and so far we had two no-gi super fight jiu-jitsu matches that we started off with, and they were pretty exciting, you know. The first match, Miguel Rosado won by a rear naked choke, and the second match ended up in a draw, but they were both good level no-gi matches, but nothing like the MMA. We're here for MMA, that's what we love, the three of us. We have a personal fighter, a coach, and of course a big fan of MMA, three of us. So we are excited for the fights. We're going to open the card with the first fight. Jeffrey Martinez is fighting Wilbert Canton from Merida, Yucatan. So the first fight is going to be an international fight between Belize versus Mexico. So what do you think about that fight?
Well, don't sleep on the Placencia kid. He's Mac Vasquez's little brother. That camp is explosive. He's got Max genes, which means, you know, Mac Vasquez, he made his bones here in Profc. He's extremely explosive. He can end the fight very, very quickly. I'm going to give the edge to Martinez.
Jeffrey Martinez, yes, Miles. Like Jeffrey Martinez comes from Max Camp, the new checkmate club that I was talking about earlier with you there by the table. So we're looking forward to see what he has against the Wilbur Cantu. Is very experienced. He has, I think, 6 fights. He's coming off a knockout loss to Hector Ramirez from WAR. So he's definitely want to redeem himself after that knockout loss, right? So we're looking forward to that fight. The second fight after that, we have Emil Tapsi from Belmopan, San Ignacio, one of the 2 areas. He claims to be from both, so let's call it Belmopan tonight. He's fighting the very experienced Christopher Ortegon, who we know about him. He's fought in Profc many times. What do you think about that fight, Professor?
Well, it's nice to see Emil back in the cage. He's a good guy. He used a lot of volume in his fights. He's coming off a loss, a title fight loss. And Ortegon, same thing. Ortegon lost to Mundo for the 155-pound title, whereas Topsy had lost to Godfrey for the 170-pound.
Right.
So we're seeing here the first time that Topsy is down to 155. He's an athletic guy. I'm going to give the edge to the Belizean kid. I'm going to give it the edge to Emil tonight.
And Miles, how do you feel about the atmosphere so far? Your first event in Belize, what's your vibe through it? How do you think production? How does everything look?
Man, I'm loving the atmosphere here. I'm loving the production. It's really impressive to have a stage like this for these young guys to get some experience and just start their careers.
It makes you want to get in the cage. I know you're getting the urge. Actually, let me just tell everyone, next week, Miles is fighting on Fury FC, on UFC Fight Pass. Make sure you tune in to watch Miles. And then for the third fight in the prelims, we have Yan Gab versus, he's fighting, Rebollero, your friend Rebollero, from Merida, Yucatan as well. And Yan Gab took this fight in 3 days' notice, so it's going to be a nice fight.
You know what? I'm looking forward to this fight. This is one of the ones I'm most looking forward to. Gab's coming off a tough loss to Blanco. That was a good fight. Gab is showing some he's a well-rounded fighter. Rebollero, on the other hand, he's a kickboxer. He strikes me as a Waco-style kickboxer. People are familiar with amateur kickboxing. It's like he has high volume. I think we're going to have an opportunity to see Gab strike tonight because he's been fighting straight grapplers. Gab does have good striking. Rebollero has high volume, good striking, and he's stronger than he looks. That's all the feedback that we've heard. You know, I'm just looking forward to this match. I think we're going to see some fireworks. We're going to see some grappling. We're going to see a lot of striking. It's going to be a fun match to watch.
Yeah, for the main fight for the prelims, we have David Blanco, who's coming off 6-fight win streak. David fights anyone, anywhere, anytime. He fought already 3 weeks ago in Merida, Yucatan. He came off a dominating victory over Luis Duran, who fights at Profc as well. And this time he's facing Miguel Cashu, who I don't know much about him. I know he's a much bigger man. He's a 155er, coming down to the 145 division because he wants to beat David because David beat up his friend accordingly. So I'm excited to see this fight.
Well, look, Blanco's resume is getting better and better and better. He did defeat Young Gab at the last show. That was a good fight. That was the fight I was most looking forward to. A lot of people were because you have a couple of well-rounded, good fighters and good guys. Like all around, there's just good young men. And with Louis Duran beating Louis Duran decidedly, Louis Duran is a good fighter, right? His record's not showing it so much now. He's good. He's athletic, and that's another big shout out to Blanco.
Right. So Miles, being here in Belize, What's your favorite style of MMA? Striking, the grappling? Let them know. Let them know about you, about Miles Banks.
I'm pretty basic. I'm like most MMA fans. I love when the fight stays on the feet. I like to see two guys throw, slug it out, maybe bleed a little bit. I can definitely appreciate the technicality of the grappling department, but I'm still a striker myself, so I appreciate the striking aspect.
Well, since you love striking, the first fight on the main card is definitely striker versus striker. Hector Ramirez versus Cesar Morales. Hector's coming off an impressive 30-second KO at the last Profc. People are really behind Hector because they feel like he's going to be the next superstar Profc. So I'm looking forward to this fight. Cesar is a much bigger guy. He fights at the bantamweight division, so it's a catchweight at 130 pounds they're fighting. Cesar again wants to get revenge on his friend, coming from the same Kukulkan Warrior camp. So I'm looking forward to this fight.
Yeah, these Kukulkan guys, there's a whole roster of them here tonight. You know, they had a rough show at the last one. They're always game. They always put in a good show, win or loss. Hector, that last fight, I missed his head kick knockout. I looked down at my notes, and then my partner that night, he looks at me, he's like, no, look, and he was going crazy. I totally missed it. It was like a flash. I think you missed it too.
I didn't miss it. I was looking at my notes.
I didn't get to see it until the replay.
That's what happens. But that means the fight was good because we missed it. You can't close your eyes in some of these fights. You know it, right, man?
Don't blink, man. That's how fast it happens. So hopefully everybody stays, has a good time here watching the show.
That's right. And the fight that I think is going to be the main, like the fight of the night, let's say, the one that's going to get everyone crazy in here, is the female fight between the Guatemalan Brittany Rivers versus the always dangerous Mexican May Blanco. May has fought in Profc back in 2019. That means she's been fighting for a long time, right? So, and she's fighting Brittany, who's just training for 2 years. So I want to see 7 years versus 2 years training. What do we expect in the cage?
Well, the Guatemalans tend to have very good jiu-jitsu. Their jiu-jitsu's been there longer. They have solid jiu-jitsu. I haven't seen either one of these girls. It is, it's a strawweight match, so they don't have a lot of power. I wouldn't see any knockouts, but the thing is with strawweights is they go fast. I mean, there's going to be fists flying, there's going to be legs flying. They're going to hit the ground. It's going to be active on the ground. And let's see how this goes. I'm looking forward to it.
And then we move on to one of the fights Miles mentioned, Thomas Godfrey versus Richard Rubio for the first championship fight of the night, 170-pound welterweight fight. Miles, what's your take on Thomas? You said you felt him strong.
Yeah, man. I got to move around with Thomas a little bit earlier today. He's really positionally strong. He has a really good understanding of his grappling basics and just the way that thing should be, where you should be grabbing, where you should be exerting energy. So I'm looking forward to seeing him use that today.
Professor, one thing also, Thomas is just 21 years old yesterday, so it's his birthday gift probably tonight. I don't know. But he's fighting Richard, who's 34 years old, so it's a more veteran guy versus a youthful guy. It's going to be a good fight. What do you think?
Well, you can say veteran guy because he's older, but Thomas has a lot of fights. Thomas has a lot of experience, and he does coach MMA at the same time, which makes him a little more mature when it comes to the game itself. I've never seen Rubio. I know he's independent. Look, I'm not a big fan of independent fighters. I find that independent fighters, they tend to lack the attention to detail that fighters come from a good camp. If this match hits the ground, I can't see it lasting more than 30 seconds to a minute before Thomas gets a submission. Rubio, if he's going to win, he's got to have to land a big shot to knock out Thomas, who has a good chin.
You're totally right. It's a purple belt versus a white belt. So if it hits the ground, you expect something to go that way. And then for the co-main event, we have Marvin Manly Mundo from Los Tambos Cayo versus Dan Kokom, who looks in shape, looks different, like a totally new Dan, right? Fighting at 155. So what do you think about that fight?
Well, Dan fought at 185, then he fought at 170 twice. Now he's at 155. He's looking athletic. Mundo tends to be a little bit of a one-trick pony. He likes to zombie in there and take you down. He's got that Matt Hughes kind of style without as much striking, and he likes to grind it out. He can gas. Kokum at the same time, he's known to gas as well. Kokum's coming off of 2 quick victories. I can't see him finishing Mundo quickly, so this one may come down to who's got the most gas left in the tank come the championship rounds.
What do you think about this fight? You know any of the fighters? Dan Kokom versus Marvin Mundo?
I'm super familiar with them, but if it's come down to that gas tank, man, that's a willpower thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much like, I wouldn't consider Dan much of he's a mixed martial artist. Mundo is more a grappler, straight grappler. Yeah. He goes like a zombie mode grappler, try to grab you, right? But he takes a lot of strikes coming in. And Dan does like to strike as well, so it's going to be a tricky fight.
Dan's got a good chin too, because when he fought Topsy, he took a lot of shots from Topsy. And it didn't rock him, he just got tired.
I'm looking forward to that fight, but the fight everyone is here to see, and the fight out of Belize is tuning to see. Make sure, again, if you're not here in Corozal, you're not here in the arena, make sure you come to the Civic Center to witness history. Tonight is Jevan Rubio versus Jalen Perez, the undefeated bantamweight champion versus the undefeated champion from another league, Jevan Rubio. These guys are going to bang it out. Professor, what do you think about this fight?
Okay, so this is how I see this. I see Jalen Perez is pro-ready. Comes from a good camp. He's got incredible fight IQ. He's coming off a great victory in his last match. Now, at the same time, Javon Rubio, he's independent. Again, maybe lacking attention to detail, but there's something special with Rubio is he is very, very talented. He's very, very athletic. Sometimes in MMA, violence can overcome technique. But as you move into pro, that doesn't happen quite as much. So I'm going to give the edge big to Jalen Perez. I can only see Rubio, if he's going to win this match, he's got to win it in the first 2 rounds, and he's coming off an impressive victory over Raheem Lambie, right? So he's got to do it in the first 2 rounds to land a big shot and just catch Perez napping with his hands down. Other than that, if it reaches the championship rounds, I can't see it making it to 5 rounds.
Miles, give me your opinion on this fight. You know Jalen Perez.
Yeah, man, I know Jalen really well. He has really smooth striking from what I've seen. He has a really good fight IQ, especially for how young he is in the game. The other guy I know, he definitely throws some bombs. So that's the great equalizer, man. That one punch, if you can knock the guy out, that can definitely keep you in the fight, even if you aren't as technically skilled or have those foundations. So I can go either way, but I'm definitely going to go ahead with Jalen, man. If he can just do what he does best, be a technician, stay technical in there, and just find the right shots, I think he'll be just fine.
Awesome. Well, go ahead, Professor.
Yeah, so like I see it too. I always bring up the Harry Potter, right?
Right.
You bring up the golden snitch, and MMA is like that because we all know if you watch the Quidditch game, you can score 1,000,000 points, but if you catch a golden snitch, it's over. And that is MMA. Sometimes things aren't fair. A fighter can dominate and just get clipped, right?
Yeah, well, with that said, Professor, we are looking forward to the fights. Again, we want to thank Miles Banks all the way from Houston, Texas, our special guest commentator tonight. Next week, his fights on UFC Fight Pass at the Fury FC. He's one of the big coming stars. He's going to be in the UFC pretty soon, so make sure you get your picture with him, those of you here inside. And if you're in Corozal and you haven't been made way to the Civic Center, make sure you come on down. We still have plenty of seats. We have 9 MMA exciting fights. And we want to thank Mayor Rigo Veos and the Corozal Town Council for helping us support this event. Also, Center Cable Network, the Express Plus app. And we are coming back right after this break. See you soon.
Today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Centaur customers, are you ready for a giant adventure? Imagine a weekend getaway for two at the breathtaking Sleeping Giant Rainforest Lodge. It's your chance to unwind in a luxurious creekside cottage, enjoy a one-course breakfast at the Grill House, and saddle up for an unforgettable horseback riding experience. Bring your payments up to date for a chance to win, plus get an extra ticket for every month you pay in advance. The winner will be drawn on the Lesbian Lebanese Morning Show on Friday, November 8th. One winner, a giant adventure. Will it be you?
time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Getting low after going down with the other guys, it's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's post.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Profc 13. We have 4 bouts on our preliminary card this evening. Calling first, our first bout is in the flyweight division. And calling from the blue corner, Wilbert Cantu.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now, calling from the red corner, Jeffrey Martinez.
Stepping in the ring, that's a mistake. The energy I bring make the ground shake. I ain't never scared to take a little contact. Never take the fire out of me. You could never take it away. Take it away. I can always leave, but you could never take it away. Who want it? I'm bout that. Run it up, bounce back. Thinking this time that I show these rappers I'm bold with a code, with a take a soul, with a rap game choke holding it. Sleeping on me, but the truth is I like that. See me living large when you wake up. I'm like that. Fight back. Never on the type that won't take it laying down. Hit me, I'ma strike back. Goody in the time that goes into the grind. Won't stop till I see you on the ground. I can never wave the white flag.
No, I'll always be prepared for the next round. Swear I'm almost at the top, I can't rest now. Wait, you think you're the best, you think you're the champ. I'll take it away, let's checkmate.
Trying to see me at the bottom, but I came from it. Ain't running, can't stop it when the pain come in. Cause I came to win, and I ain't the one to be playing with. No, I wear the belt, came up from the pain I felt. No help, did it by myself. No, you can never take it away. Who wanted? I'm bout that. Run it up, bounce back. Mountains, I climb that. My creed, fight for the life that will rise in my peace. Shooting me down, I survive in one piece. Staying afloat while they all wanna see me rocking the plank like a pirate one piece. Now the beast.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first bout of the evening. This bout is in the flyweight division and is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, this athlete weighed in at 155 pounds. He stands 5 feet 1 inches tall and has a record of 5 wins with 3 losses. From Merida, Mexico, out of Culcucan Warriors, let's give a warm, cordial welcome to Wilbert Cuervo Cantu. And his opponent, out of the red corner, this athlete weighed in at 125 pounds. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and has a record of 1 win with 1 loss. From Placencia, Belize, out of Checkmate MMA, let's give a warm, cordial welcome to Jeffrey Martinez. And your referee for this contest is Mario Vasquez.
Started early.
They already started.
Immediately.
Yeah, they did. Martinez has an incredible gas tank. We'll see where this goes here. He's strong, he's athletic, he's got those long legs. He's going to be hard to take down.
And Martinez actually has pretty good striking for being that's training for only a year.
He really does. He really does.
What I forgot to mention is that Wilbert comes from a wrestling background.
Okay. Well, you got a nice takedown there. Has
Let's
top
see what
control. Some nice work in his open guard and a good job standing up. Cantu battling for the double unders. Oh, he's looking to the hip there. He just turned the wrong way on that one. Because of the height difference, he was looking like Cantu was trying to secure a whizzer there in order to spin to do an Uchimata-style takedown, but he was unable to because he can't reach over for the whizzer.
So
Looks like Martinez is too tall.
So far, so good, man. I was thinking that maybe he would break off.
Well, Martinez got the back and he's under the neck. This is going to be over quick. Cantu is tough. He's got to secure that second hook, and once you're flat, there it is.
There you have it, Miles. The first fight of the night ends with a rear naked submission.
The 2 warriors, man, they fought to the...
Yeah, and I have to give it to Wilbert. He took a while before he decided to tap. He was probably already going out.
He's still slightly out a little bit.
Yeah, he's out a little bit, yeah. He was going out for sure.
They need to get a bench under him, man. He hung on, though, man. That's that warrior spirit.
That's right, that's right. Wilbert probably felt that he was going to sleep when he decided to tap, and he probably fell asleep for a couple seconds there.
Possibly, man. That was a really good finish. Came out, explosive. Exciting. Some really strong grab. Yeah, they came out really strong and explosive. Some really good grappling exchanges. He got back up and he found that finish, man. So.
I love it. A good way to start Profc 13. It means that usually when a fight starts, it sets the pace of the night. We're going to probably see a lot of quick finishes tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Now everybody's trying to reach that bar, so to speak. So.
That's right. And Wilbert looks fine. The doctor checked him out, so he's good to go. Let's get the official decision from Professor Chris Bonfoco, our ring announcer.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand for these athletes. And at 1 minute and 26 seconds into the first round, your winner by rear naked choke, Jeffrey Martinez. All right, Jeffrey, that's your 3rd match. You looked really good in there tonight. You got a big smile on your face. You're a happy guy. Take us through the fight.
Yeah, so I want to thank God first and my coach, Frank Vasquez, for training me. Hard work do pays off.
All right, all right. Yeah, I said don't sleep on you because you've got a huge gas tank, you got a good coach. Looks like your camp is getting stronger and stronger. Do you have anyone to thank tonight besides Frank?
Yes, I want to thank Frank and my family and my friends who all come here. Thank you for coming tonight.
All right, great job. Hope to see you at the next one, Jeffrey. Congratulations. Oh, you got one more thing?
I want to thank the sponsors too.
The last fight was brought to us by Express Plus app and Smart Wireless. Thank you to our sponsor.
And now, for our next bout of the evening, calling to the cage from the blue corner, Christopher Ortega.
Christopher Ortegon comes out of Merida, Yucatan, out of the Kukulkan Warriors. Christopher has been at Profc fighting for about 4 times, so this is his 5th fight at Profc. I'm looking forward to see what he's going to do. Yeah, we want to thank our sponsors tonight, Pelican Stout, Pelican Go Strong, Express, Smart Express, the Express Plus app from Center, Smart Wireless, Corozal Tong Council, Center Cable Network, Caribbean Rum. We also want to thank Loyalty Wines, Mr. Joe Marin, Zeta Water and Ice, official water of Profc, Zeta Orange Walk, the Orange Walk Tong Council, and also UTEC Omar Urbina.
And now, calling to the cage from the red corner, Emil Topsy.
Emil Topsy coming out of Diamond Nation from San Ignacio, Cayo. Belizean versus Mexican again. Emil Topsy is coming off a loss to Thomas Godfrey, where he lost the championship fight at the 170 welterweight division. So now he wants to redeem himself, moving down to the 155-pound lightweight division to get a win over the veteran Christopher Ortegon.
I'll take a good look at him yesterday at weigh-ins. He was super confident. He's walking out pretty confident now, so it's definitely going to be a good fight.
And now, for our next bout of the evening. This bout is in the lightweight division and is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, this athlete weighed in at 155 pounds. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and has a record of 4 wins with 4 losses. From Merida, Mexico, out of the Kukulkan Warriors, let's give a warm, cordial welcome to Christopher Grillo Ortega. And his opponent, out of the red corner, this athlete weighed in at 155 pounds. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and has a record of 2 wins with 2 losses. from Belmopan, Belize, out of Team DNA. Let's give a warm, cordial welcome to Emil Top Shutter Topsy. And your referee for this contest is Mario Vasquez.
Again, another international fight, Miles. We have Christopher Ortegon from Kukulkan Warriors out of Yucatan, Mexico versus Emil Topsy from San Ignacio, Cayo Diamond Nation Army. Emil's coming in last
are you ready?
in the welterweight division, but now he's at the lightweight division. He wants to make a statement here and win dominating.
All right, let's see how this goes. It's going to be a good match, I think. We're going to see a lot of volume coming from Topsy. And Ortegon, he can look to grind. He's good on the ground. He's a good mixed martial artist. Feeling each other out, a little hesitant to follow through on the strikes.
Total fighter, I think he was getting that jab working.
And this fight is brought to you by Pelican Stout.
Topsy landed a nice left right there. Ortegon on the rush, a little sloppy on the strikes. Topsy showing a good presence in cage control.
Absolutely, kind of stalking him down.
I don't think Ortegon liked those body kicks.
Oh, big leg kick there from Ortegon.
He's gonna want to be careful of ducking his head down to the right like that.
Yeah, he's gonna run in. Yeah, he's gonna run into a left head kick. Ortegon's doing a good job controlling the outside line when they're in opposite stance. Oh, Ortegon just missed. He seems to be looking away from his punches. See how his head's dipping like that? You mentioned it earlier. That's why he's so inaccurate on these strikes. Topsy's seeing his shots through.
These guys are getting after it already, though, and their shots are hitting hard.
Ortegon looks to me like he could fight at the 135 division if he got in a little bit better shape, right?
Yes, he
He's
does.
small for the division.
And he'd be dangerous. He's got big thighs. His big thighs make it hard for you to get taken down, right?
A lot of power behind those punches and
A
kicks
nice,
too.
solid, strong base.
Yeah. A nice cross there from Topsy. And again, you see Ortegon looking away from his punches. Oh, nice jab he landed there. Snapped the neck.
And that punch was brought to you by Pelican Stout. Goddess Strong.
Got him, stung him with a good one, with a good shot there.
Yeah, it looked like he might have gotten a little rocked there, Ortegon. Well, Topsy's going to have to watch those knees from here. He's going to watch out for the groin.
We have 50 seconds left in this round.
50 seconds left in this round. Some good cage control here. Should get back to those knees, man. Yep, there we go.
Ortegon gets the takedown, doesn't secure it. A lot of leather flying here.
These guys are throwing a lot of leather. They look like they're going to be tired after this first round, right?
Yeah, you see them breathing heavy already.
I mean, they're both throwing a lot of heat, and they're both hitting each other with a lot of heat as well, too, man. So they're landing a lot of these strikes.
Yeah, it looked like Topsy there. Yeah, he might have had an adrenaline dump. Another more good takedown defense by
10
Topsy.
seconds.
He must have been working that because he was getting taken down relatively easy. His last bout, Thomas took him down relatively easily. So he's definitely put some time into that.
Yes, Emil comes off a boxing. He was a boxer before he became an MMA fighter, so he has a boxing background.
What do you think, Miles? Who do you think won that match or that round?
Man, it's hard to say. Like I said, they were both hitting each other with some really hard shots. They were both getting some really good stuff going. I would say here.